Oh, what's going on, guys? Aggronix here, and welcome to week 2 of the Elysian Battle League Season 4. Today we jump into our battle against Milotic, Marot, and Team Shit. I've already fucked it up. Oh, it's Team Flare. It's Out There's team. You guys already know who Milotic is. Hopefully, if you watched the PCL and the APL offseason, they're the same thing, but the APL and the PCL. Milotic is a fantastic battler. If in the off season in the APL he didn't win any game, he played 5 games, he didn't win any, but he showed himself to be like none of those games were like a cakewalk. He made the coaches work for their wins. He's a very good battler. He gets very unlucky. He's kind of a history with hacks. So I'm hoping that continues today for us. I actually wasn't supposed to be playing today, but Hunter hit me up last night. He said, "Dude, I can't play this week because I have stuff to do. Can you take it?" I was like, no bother. So on the screen, actually, I'll zoom in for you guys. You'll see his team and you'll see my team. Now, before we get into this, his team is absolutely fucked, dude. Like, his team is properly like, I'm not winning this game. I'm not winning this game, but I'm going to make it as close as possible. There we go. My team is surrounded by the lined blue lines, and his team, my team has the Tornado Steering at the top, and his team has the Sweet Unit at the top. So, last week we played with Team A, the Hydreigon team, and that was a lot of fun. We barely beat him on top guy 2-0 in a game that granted, I was very upset about it. I didn't enjoy the game, but we're back here now. I have a new outlook on the league. I've kind of calmed down about it. The hacks got to me. We did win, but it was just, it's frustrating, you know. I can't help it being frustrated. I don't mean to get upset, because I hate it when people get really upset about hacks in Pokemon, and I felt like a hypocrite when I was like, dude, but I think people can sympathize with me. Like, 4 crits in a row was pretty frustrating, but we did win the game, so I can't be too upset about it at all. Today we take on Milotic and his team, consisting of Suicune, Rotom, Heat, Combo O, Mega Aerodactyl, Bronzong, Slurpuff, Chestnut, Comfey, Ditto, and Donphan. Now, couple threats, Suicune, God's sake. Rotom Heat can be a little bit annoying, but I'm not too worried about it. Como can be very threatening, but I have the right team to beat it. Mega Aerodactyl is such a bitch. Mega Aerodactyl. It is just so annoying. The speed and how hard it hits. There's no mod on my team that can easily take it on, except for Fortress, but that's because I'm running a set specifically to beat Aero. So if you don't see a lot of Fortress in this game, that's why. Until, he brings out his Mega Aerodactyl. We have Bronzong there, very scary, bulky steel type, hard to kill sometimes. He has access to Heat Proof, which means he might be able to take on Infernape, but if he loses Levitate, he might be weak to Mamoswine's Earthquake. Although, I'd never go for Earthquake on Bronzong, fearing that, so I'll probably just go for Knockoff. I'm running that, by the way. Bronzong is scary. Slurpuff can sweep teams, but we have the right team in Fortress. Chestnut can be bulky and scary, but we have Tornado Steering and Infernape. Fine. Comfey can be a really bulky fairy type. And it's pretty good, actually. Synthesis, Taunt, stuff like that. It's very good. I like it a lot, actually, and it might pop up in this game. I don't know if he'll bring it because it doesn't have like a great matchup. Like, it can beat Sharpedo and Alolan Raticate, but is that really, that's it. The only mod it comes close to is Infernape, and Infernape can Flare Blitz it over and over again, and it'll eventually die. So that's that. Ditto can be very threatening, as always. Ditto is always something you have to keep in mind, but I think we have the right team. The thing is about my team is that there's a switch-in, like Tornadus, Infernape, and Mamoswine. I have a switch-in to every single one of them on my team, so it's not really that big a threat. And if he runs a Choice Scarf Ditto to maybe turn to my Infernape to take on Tornadus or whatever, we're fine. Donphan, again, the final mon, very bulky, ground type. The immunity to electric can really help Suicune and Aero, so I definitely see it coming. That's why I'm not bringing Rotom Wash. I know Rotom Wash completely destroys Donphan, yes, but it doesn't really do anything against the rest of his team. Actually, Rotom Wash is actually fantastic against Milotic's team. But I want to run a Choice Spec set, but it's not bulky enough. But I want to run a defensive set, but they're not hit hard enough. So his typing is just kind of stuck. He's stuck in this little bubble that I can't free him from. And my team doesn't have a good switch into Rotom Wash, except for Shiinotic, which can die and get burned easily. So I want Shiinotic first weekend. So I'm going to be very careful about this game. We're going to jump into my team now. We're bringing Ganon the Mamoswine, rocking Life Orb, Thick Fat with Ice Shard, Knockoff, Ice Crash, and Earthquake. Max Attack, Max Speed. Jolly Nature is so we can speed tie with the combo, hopefully outspeed it. If he's Choice Scarf, no bother. We still have tons of switch-ins like Milotic and Fortress. This thing just dents his team. Knockoff, like Rotom Heat is the only mon that can switch into Mamoswine, and that thing doesn't want to take a knockoff. So that's something to note. Ice Shard is great against Mega Arrow, does about 40%. If he's bulk invested, I think he will because he does have to run max speed. Running Knockoff for the Bronzong, like I said before, an Earthquake because it hits most of his team. It hits Como, not super effectively. It hits Como, Suicune, Slurpuff, Donphan. They're all neutrally, so Earthquake is pretty good against his team, and he can't swap into Arrow or Bronzong because I have Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, or Knockoff for either of them, respectively. So then we have Tempest, Tornadus Theory, and Life Orb. Now, I wanted to run an Assault Vest set, but I couldn't, because Tornadus doesn't hit hard enough without a Life Orb, and that's simply as. I don't hate Tornadus, honestly, I really love Tornadus, but I needed it, I don't need it as like a support, switch Emon, to go for U-turn, bring in the Mamoswine. I need Tornadus to get some kills. Grass Knot is one of the best moves I have against the Suicune. Suicune sets up a ton of Calm Minds, I lose. Simple as. I have nothing to stop it. I have nothing to stop it. I have one thing. If that mon is dead, I have nothing. That's how scary Suicune is. I have Hurricane there to hit the Chestnut. Hits the... Is that it? That's basically it, yeah, that's basically it. Knockoff's there for the Bronzong. Also good against the Rotom Heat to get rid of the leftovers, so every time it comes in on rocks, it takes damage. And then we have U-turn, just because. I have a lot of hope for these two. I think these two are going to be very, very key to our success, as is the next mon. Next two mons, actually. We have Dante the Infernape, Choice Banded, Iron Fist, Mach Punch, Close Combat, U-turn, and Flare Blitz. Max Attack, Adamant, enough speed to outspeed a max speed Como-O. This thing does a dent to his team. It did 2 shots, defensive well, not defensive Donphan, but Assault Vest Donphan. It, destroys Chestnut, destroys Bronzong. It does a good dent to Suicune, does about 40% with close combat, especially with the Adamant nature. We're running Mach Punch because I want to be able to hit the Arrow, because Arrow, at 76% after rocks, will die to a Choice Bannered Infernape's Mach Punch and a Mamoswine's Life Orb Ice Shard. That's something to keep in mind. Unless we get a low roll. I think there's like a small chance, but it should be in our favor. He can't run leftovers, obviously, because he's a Mega, so I think we'll get the roll. Next, we have Claymore the Fortress. Now, this mon is very, very important, because, like I said before, we don't have a lot of checks to Mega Arrow, and Fortress is one of them. Akaberry is there for the Fire Fang. Arrow does get Fire Fang, and that's the move that he will use to beat Fortress, because Stone Edge doesn't do anything, Earthquake doesn't do anything, Aerial Ace doesn't do anything. Fire Fang is the only thing he can use to hit Fortress well. We have Stealth Rock, Gyro Ball, Volt Switch, and Rapid Spin. Stealth Rock is there to get them up, because they're good against Arrow, against Rotom Heat, against... well, actually, it forces the Donphan Rapid Spin as well, which is nice. So we can go into, like, maybe Infernape or Torn, predicting a Rapid Spin, and get a kill. Volt Switch is there, in case I predict possibly the Suicune to come in. Or just maybe, take an Earthquake from the Arrow and go for Volt Switch, like something I could do. And then Rapid Spin just in case he gets them up. I'm running a minus speed nature and no speed IVs, I believe, or at least I should be. I'm exactly. So Gyro Ball does about 56 to 60% ish, about 50 to 60, because of this set. If he runs a bulky Arrow, it'll do a little less, but it's still gonna do a ton because Arrow's so fast. And finally, we have the last two mons. We have Vision, the Uxie. Now, Vision is so incredibly important to this team. Uxie with leftovers levitate with Psyshock, Psych Up, Thunder Wave, and Shadow Ball. If I Psych Up and I take the Suicune's Calm Minds, as long as he gets up enough of them, I can beat the Suicune. Especially because I have Thunder Wave as well. Now, obviously, Uxie doesn't have any recovery, and Psyshock isn't going to... Like, if he's at +2 with the Suicune, I'm not going to do anything. That's why I have Spore there as well. Maybe I can go into stuff on Milotic. I have Spore, so, that's there, but... I don't really have anything for Suicune. I have Rotom Wash, but I can't run a Choice Spec set because then I just lose. I can't do anything. I can't take a hit from Arrow and then, hit it back. It's not great. Maybe it is, but I'm too paranoid about, like, Rotom Heat being a threat and coming in and overheating my team. So I wanted Uxie to be a special wall. Again, I could have brought Rotom Wash, But if I brought a choice spec set, I'm not taking hits well. If I bring a bulky set, I'm not hitting hard enough. And then you have mons like Comfy that can come in and just wall run and wash. So I think Comfy is a mon that could definitely come, because I don't have a steel type except Fortress. I don't have a poison type, so I could definitely see it come. And then we have Toadette, the Milotic leftovers effect Spore with Spore, Moonblast, Leech Seed, and Moonlight. We're not bringing Strength Zap because most of the mons I'm going to be stealing HP from is going to be the Suicune. Possibly the Run of Heat coming in. Not Como, because I'm going to Moonblast that thing to fucking oblivion. Is he immune? Is he immune to Moonblast? I'm going to calc that. Sorry for the whiteness. Como against a Milotic with Moonblast. We're gonna see right now. You see that does an absolute ton. If the ability is bulletproof, nothing. Sound. Wait, are you sure? I feel like it should be stuffed. Soundproof. Okay. I mean, it says right here that it does it. I'm gonna check it again. Bulletproof. I was under the impression that that would stop Moonblast, but I guess Moonblast isn't a bullet move. I don't know. So maybe I should change that to Dazzling Gleam, but I want to. The calc said it, and I need to get as much damage off of that thing as possible. Does Dazzling Gleam still kill? Just out of curiosity, I obviously think it does. Yeah. We could see. I don't trust this. I think this is wrong. What's another bulletproof mon? Chestnut gets bulletproof, right? Physically defensive, bulletproof, Moonblast, and I'm gonna put in Sludge Bomb. The 0. All right, we're keeping Moonblast. It says that it hits him, so I'm gonna believe it. And we have Leech Seed just to catch things like Run Heat and you know, Bronzong and just wear them down. Leech Seed's always great, especially because with Leech Seed we can go into Uxie and then take hits and then get recovery back, and it's nice. Moonlight is there, like I said, because I'm not going to be using Strength Sap to get HP back. I'm going to be using it against like Suicune and Rotom because they're going to come in, and Bronzong. So I want to go for Moonlight because it's going to give me more. That's the team. Milotic's team is very, very good. It's very, very strong. It's very, very powerful. I think that if we want to win this game, we're going to have to play as best as possible. Hopefully Milotic fucks up. I'm going to be very, very honest. The only way we're going to win this game is if I play really, really well and Milotic makes an oversight with his prep and stuff. So I believe the team he's going to bring, I think he's going to bring Suicune. I think he's going to bring Rotom. I think he's going to bring Aero. I think he's going to bring Bronzong. I think he's going to bring Donphan. And then Comfy. That's my guess. So we're going to jump into the game with Milotic. I'm going to text him right there, and we will be back in just a moment. Okay, so let's get into this. I put the team as a Gen 7 showdown team just so I believe this team will work. God, I am so freaking worried about this game. Alright, let's see what he brings. I think I've predicted it pretty... Yeah, he brings literally everything. Wait. Yeah, he brings literally everything I said except for Ditto instead of Comfy. So, what we're gonna do is, like I said, I'm not too worried about losing this game because Milotic has such a good advantage on me. But I'm just gonna play it as I see is the right thing to do. So, I think his lead is either gonna be the Bronzong or the Rotom. So I think Torn would be a pretty good lead. If he leads with the Aero, I'm in a bit of a tough spot though. Aero can't one-shot... No, oh wait, no, I guess my Iron Man. Never mind, it can. It definitely can. I think I'm going to lead with Uxie. No, Uxie's too important. Dante's pretty good, because I could just U-turn on everything. I don't think he's going to lead with the Aero. If he does, I'll just go straight into Claymore. It's fine. And if he leads with a Rotom and he's Choice Scarf, it's fine because Volt Switch, it'll do a lot, but it won't do too much. So we're gonna leave with Dante. We're gonna leave with Dante. And he's Donnie the Don fan. So we're gonna U-turn right here. If he's Choice Scarf, fucking. If he's Choice Scarf, I mean, fucking, he got me, but like, thank you. So that seems to be pretty defensive. Oh yeah, that's 100% defensive. I kind of want to go on a Torn and just attack. Because if he's going for an attack right here, he's going for Earthquake or he's going for Stealth Rock. And I'm going to have to make some sick plays in this game. So I'm going to go into Tornadus. Goes for Earthquake. Alright, so we have a Don fan right here, right? And this thing is a threat. This thing is a huge threat. Actually, is it really though? So right, his switch into this thing is either Aero, Rotom, or Ditto. So I think I'm going to U-turn. If he stays in, I'm going to go into Toadette. But I don't think he'll stay in. Unless he like doesn't think I'll go for Grass Knot or I don't have it. Because I would love to one-shot this thing. But we do see it's defensive, so it's not too threatening because Shinnok just straight up walls it. In comes Bosch, the Rotom Heat. In comes the Rotom Heat, and we're in a bit of a tough spot. I think I'm going to go into Infernape. We definitely outspeed. Oh, sorry, no. Infernape wasn't speed creeping Como. It was speed creeping Rotom. Sorry, I said that in the team builder. I said Como instead of Rotom. So, okay. He could T-Wave me right here, and that would fucking suck. But close combat is so free against his team, I have to go for it. Right? I mean, he'll take it. And he'll do a lot with Volt Switch. Well, he'll do a lot with Volt Switch. I hope that cancels. I could U-turn and go into Uxie and hope he goes for... Volt Switch. There's Joey. Hey, Joe. So, let me think with this. If he Thunder Waves me, right, I'm fucked. Because Infernape is how I hopefully win this game. Well, not win this game, but it'll be a huge asset to me. If I go for close combat and he goes for a Volt Switch, that'll do so much damage, it's not even funny. So I'm going to go into Mamoswine. Okay, he's Choice Scarf. He's Choice Scarf. Okay. Goes into Azure the Suicune. That's awesome. We do a cheeky bit of damage there. And we go into, I believe, Torn. We have to go into Torn. So, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? I went for U-turn last time, so he might not think I have Grass Knot. And if he goes to a Rotom, I'm in a little bit of a scary situation. Infernape being low sucks, but he's not dead, so it's fine. I think I'm just going to go for Grass Knot. If he goes into Rotom, just out of curiosity... I need to get my rocks up, dude. I need to get my rocks up. Just out of curiosity. I know it'll do absolutely nothing, but it's worth checking, right? Modest. No, not mild. Modest. With a Grass Knot. But I can't risk this, though. I can't risk this. Or do I? If I go for U-turn right here and he stays in, what do I do? I go into Toadette and I put him to sleep. He does swap out. Just go into Who Are You? The Ditto. So this thing is kind of threatening. This thing's a little bit threatening, to be honest. I have Grass Knot. Knock off. I don't have Heat Wave. So I guess Fortress is my switch in right here. I guess Fortress is my switch in. Could also go to Yuxi. Yuxi doesn't want to take anything. But Yuxi is probably my best switch in. Yuxi's probably my best switch in. I'm going to go to Yuxi. And Rotom can't touch me, and Donphan just kind of sits there, so I'm going to go for T-Wave and hope I land it. Hope I get something. I think this is the wrong play. That is the wrong play. That is the wrong play. I could go for Shadow Ball predicting the Bronzong, but I could also, like, would he knock off or would he U-turn? That's the thing, right? It's a 50-50. It's a 50-50 in my mind. I think he's going to knock off. Because he knows he can't, I can't touch him. I think he's going to knock off. I'm going to predict a knockoff. I'm going to predict a knockoff. And if he goes in a Bronzong, you know what? Him being paralyzed is still kind of good. He goes for U-turn. He gets a crit, which is just fucking great. What's with me and crits recently? I'm just not getting any luck with crits. Goes in Bronzong. And we do land the Thunder Wave. So, this is this, right? This is this. This is where we're at in life. Where we have a Bronzong in front of a Yuxi, and I think we just Shadow Ball over and over again, to be honest. To be really honest. I could go in a Torn knockoff, but Gyro Ball will do so much. I would go into Infernape, but I'm too low. And he could have Heat Proof. And I died of Flare Blitz Recoil. That's why that crit sucks. I'm gonna go for Shadow Ball, predicting Stealth Rock. He's gonna go for Stealth Rock. He gets fully paralyzed, which is nice. We see leftovers. So, I could go into let me check something. How much does Mamoswine do now? Bronzong. Defensive. He's definitely going to be defensive to take on stuff. You know stuff. It's a roll, but not after leftovers when I swap in. So it's not a roll. I think I'm going to go for Shadow Ball again. I'm going to go for Shadow Ball again. Does a bit of damage. He gets up his Stealth Rocks. Killing this Bronzong would be great, because it's something that's annoying, you know? I think he's going to explode, actually. I have this weird suspicion. So I'm just going to attack this thing again. I think he's going to explode. It's fully paralyzed. It's nice. If he is going to explode, that's the best thing that could have happened. Z-Call Stab Explosion. No, he's leftovers. So this thing is going to die right here unless he swaps out. If he goes in an Arrow, we paralyze that thing. If he goes in a Donphan, we Shadow Ball again because he can't really touch me. If he goes in a Rotom, we get damage on it. If he goes into Suicune, now that's an interesting one. This is going to be a long game. I can already tell. I believe we're 8 minutes in. About. Into the battle, I mean. In the video, it's like 22. But I can tell it's going to be a long battle. I really hope I kill this Bronzong right here, though, because Bronzong is something that's in the way of Mamoswine. He does swap out. He does go on a Suicune. So, this right here is pretty scary. And because I could just go on a Torn. I could also go on a Milotic. Which do I? Do I? Alright. Let's say he goes for Scald, right? I go on a Milotic. Take it easily. If I go on a Tempest and he Calm Minds. Let's go to Milotic. I hope he doesn't I really hope he's not Calm Mind. He's coming. Yeah, I knew that. So, right here, right? Right here. Do I let him set up and then go into Yuxi and hope I... Oh wow, we predicted that very well. Okay, well, he wasted his Calm Mind, so I'm glad he did that. So right, okay. I think he would Spore right here, because he's like, alright, he's gonna swap out. And this is not a defensive, you know, I think... I could also go on a 4 trips, but I don't want to I'm just gonna Moonblast. He goes out and Rotom Heat. Good plays there. Do I get a special? No, I don't. So I think he's gonna go for Volt Switch because he thinks there's no way I'm gonna stay in. I could go to Uxie. And Uxie's kind of just good, so I'm gonna do that. Uxie kind of just takes on his whole team, to be honest. Uxie is just very good. He goes for Overheat. That does a good amount of damage. And we know he's Choice Scarf, so right here I'm going to go for I think he'd go into Suicune. So do I go into Torn? There's no way he's going into Aero, right? Goes into Donnie the Donphan. Cool. Alright, so we're in this scenario again, where the Rotom Heat is there. It's right there. And it's so fucking scary. Question! This is a really, really scary question. This is such a scary question. No, not Tropius. Tornadus. They're very different Pokemon, I can assure you. Modest against a Donphan. I want to see if Hurricane kills, and I want to know if that's worth it. Hurricane is a roll. It is a roll. We know he's max HP, max defense, because you saw how much you turned in from Infernape. I almost feel like that's worth it. Could also go for knockoff, predicting the Rotom, but I can't let. He does go into Rock Bird, and that takes a lot of damage right there, which is nice. So he does go into the Aero. So I'm glad I went for Hurricane instead of Grass Knot. Actually, I don't know. I don't know which one I've done more. That does a ton. That does way too much, actually. That does a ton of damage. That should have done less. So he's not max P. He's not max HP. I did 45%. I did 45%. So I got a high roll with no HP. He's not. He's okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. 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 All right. All right. So he's not max HP, which means Gyro Ball is in the range of killing. So I go to Fortress right here, right? And he goes for Fire Fang. I can't predict him though. I can't predict him. I could go. No, Shiinotic is not, because he's gonna go Fire Fang. I go into Mamoswine, hopefully. At this range, we guarantee take a Fire Fang. I really hope he stays in. I really hope he stays in. Don't swap out. If he swaps out, I'm setting up my Stealth Rocks and then letting this thing die. If he goes in a Rotom, actually, I'll do a good bit of damage. But, like, surely he has Fire Fang. If he goes in a Rotom, I might stay in because I have a Knockout Berry anyway. So I might actually take on Overheat. I don't know if I will. I doubt I will. Stay in. Thank you! Don't flinch. This game hates me. This game really hates me. That would have guaranteed kill because we know he's not max HP. So, right. We go into Mamoswine, right? He's not max HP, actually. So, does Mamoswine kill? With... Is Mamoswine adamant or jolly? Mamoswine is jolly, isn't he? Yeah, he's jolly. So... Okay. Mamoswine kills. So, right, I want to predict him right here to swap in a Suicune or a Rotom. So I could go for knockoff. If I go... Let me check something. Does Infernape kill from this range? Auto Attacker... Choice... Banded... 252... Iron Fist... With... Lock Punch... No, not even close. But if I do go for knockoff, he can't. Oh, we killed Bronzong. Okay. We killed the Bronzong. That's nice. Forge, that was so fucking ridiculous. Because I would have killed the arrow and that would have been fine. It would have been done. But now we have to worry about that again. Now if Mamoswine dies, I actually can't win this game. Because arrow sweeps me then. So I need to keep Mamoswine alive. So if... And now I can't get my rocks away either. And it's just such a pain. It's just so unfortunate that happened. It's just so unfortunate. Rotom, what the fuck are you doing? Rotom Heat, what are you doing? Why, like... I'm sorry, I'm salty, but I think I have the right to be. That was just so... 10%. Overheat, guaranteed, basically. Guaranteed to kill me. We have to let Yuxi die now. We have to let Yuxi die. It's down to if Torn can just break through Suicune. But it can't while the fucking arrow is still alive. Because Grass Knot doesn't kill. Actually, I don't know that. That's a lie. Because Hurricane is resisted. Aerodactyl. Grass Knot, do Hurricane does do more. Do I let Infernape die? No, because Infernape is more worth, because it can Mach Punch, close combat. Do I predict a Volt Switch? I don't think I can, to be honest. I don't think I can predict a Volt Switch. If I go for knockoff right here, it could win me the game, because this thing being Choice Scarf is such a pain. But I think he has to go for Overheat. He has to go for Overheat, because he can't risk me staying in. Yeah. He gets a crit in the Overheat. That one didn't matter, I don't think. I think it was still a kill. Do I go back and Mamoswine? I think I do. And I think I click knockoff. Or Earthquake. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Just don't crit me, please. Just don't crit me, please. Goes into Ditto, I get rid of his Choice Scarf. He goes this thing, gets rid of his Choice Scarf. He stays in. If he crits me, I'm gonna fucking scream. Because then this game's just not with me today. If he goes into Arrow, that's great because I just Ice Shard then. If he goes into Suicune, that's great because I get rid of his thing. He goes into Donnie the Donphan. This is a funny one because I have no idea if this kills. I have no idea. We're gonna check Donphan. Defensive Spitter. There's a tiny chance, but there's no way we're taking that chance. I'm gonna go on a Milotic. If he predicts that and goes on Rotom, I'm gonna scream. It's for Toxic. Okay. So do I predict the Rotom and go for Spore, or do I predict the Ditto and go into Mew? So I go into Tornadus and he goes into Rotom, I lose. Because then I really can't do anything. I could just go for Moonblast. But I have to. If he goes. I mean, he could also go into. Actually, let me think about this. If he goes into Ditto, I guess then I just go into Torn. So I think I have to Leech or Moonblast or Spore even. Because if he goes in an Arrow or Rotom, I'm in a huge bit of trouble. But he won't do that. He's gonna go into the Ditto. Because then he gets put some from my team to sleep. Oh wait, no! Oh wait, no, sorry. I thought I was gonna face a Tornadus. Okay, alright. Okay, alright. You have the arrow and the rotom. You know I have Hurricane. You know I'm not afraid to go for it. Do I go for U-turn? Do I go for U-turn? Hurricane does not kill the rotom because I never got my Stealth Rocks up because the fucking flint. But I probably wouldn't have got enough anyway. But I see, the arrow wouldn't be an option now. That's why it's so important, and that's why I'm trying to get through to you guys. I think he's banking on a miss. I have to go for Hurricane. I have to go for Hurricane. Because if I go for U-turn, right, and he goes on a rotom, what the fuck happens then? I go for knockoff, don't I? I go for knockoff and hope he doesn't go in an arrow. But he would go in an arrow, because arrow lived it last time, didn't he? So with that, okay, he has two plays. He has two plays. Is he going to rotom? Is he going to arrow? If I Hurricane, Hurricane hits them both, but knockoff stops the rotom from sweeping. That stops the rotom. I have to go for knockoff. I get a crit, which is appreciated, but it means fucking nothing. It's a 50-50. I mean, to be fair, he was right. I mean, I can't kill arrow, so that was the right play. This thing kills the Suicune, so I have to let Infernape die, I think. I can also let Toadette die, but Infernape... Infernape might have the muscle that I need, but it's so low. Toadette walls the Donphan, which you do, and I think I let... this is a 50-50. Who do I let die? I have to. I can hope he misses a Stone Edge, but that's not the right play. Like, if he misses a Stone Edge and I go into Infernape, I Mach Punch and I kill him. So I guess that is the right play. Yeah, I have. If I go into Toadette, I let Toadette die. What does Infernape do? Okay, Mach Punches, close combats. How much does a close combat do to... I hate doing this every fucking time. I should have put the thing in. Choice band. Adamant. How much do you do to Suicune? How much do you do to Suicune? 50%, right? Yeah, about that. I would say a kill after rocks, but we don't fucking have rocks. Milotic really does nothing. But if he misses a Stone Edge on Infernape, no, we're letting Milotic die. Goes for Roost! That was a good play. I think he's still in range, actually, of a... I'm gonna go for 4. I think he's still in range of a... Ice Shard, in that range. So, do I put him to sleep? Or do I predict the Ditto? If I predict the Ditto and I go into... Oh, Jesus. If I predict the Ditto and I go into Ganon... Ganon is getting really fucking low at this stage, which is scaring me. Because I think he's going to go in a Ditto. I think he's going to go in a Ditto. I really do. Or he just Aerial Ace and kill me. Yeah, he's just going to Aerial Ace. Just Aerial Ace, dude. Just don't Roost. Just Aerial Ace. If he goes in a Ditto, I would say that's the wrong play, but it would work out for him. If he goes in a Rotom, I will be thoroughly... Goes in Ditto. I could have predicted that. We get the special attack drop, which is nice. That's nice, honestly. I think like last time he doubled in a Rotom. So I hope he does that again. Just remember. I can't fucking read this guy. I can't. Now I have to go for Moonlight, and now is when he's gonna go into the Rotom. Do I Spore again? I could just leave Toadette in right here. I mean, he's just... I'm gonna Moonlight. If he swaps out, I'm gonna Scream. Moonlight again. He's just gonna stall me out right here. I think I'm gonna go on a Torn. If he goes for Moonblast, doesn't matter. It's not gonna kill me. We get the Regenerator. If he goes on a Donnie the Dawn fan. So this is where it's the arrow's still fucking healthy though. It's back to being healthy. The Rotom is there. Hurricane is a guaranteed kill on this Dawn fan now. He has to swap out. He goes on either Arrow or Rotom. Rotom wins him this game, dude. I have to knock off predicting the thing again. Because if I U-turn and he goes in a Rotom, I'm fucked. Can't do anything. He got me. Yeah, I like he was gonna do it eventually. He was gonna just stay in eventually. We get that. And I mean, if he attacks me right here, he's going for Earthquake, so I guess I can just go back in a Torn. He could go on a Rotom, which I'm so afraid of, but I'm gonna go for Spore. He goes for Ice Shard. So we put this thing to sleep, which is nice. It's not what I wanted, but better than nothing. I'm gonna go for the Leech Seed. I think he's gonna go on a Rotom now. He's gonna run Heat. We do land. Nice. We do land that. Now, okay, right? He's gonna go for Overheat because he has to. So I think I'm gonna go into Infernape. Oh no, I let Shinnok die though. No, I let Shinnok die. I hope he misses. I have to hope he misses. It's the only thing I can do. He does land. And Tornadus is the best thing that can take it. So I go in a Tornadus. Still gonna do a lot, but okay, right here, right? He has the Arrow. If I U-turn on the Arrow, that puts it... Goes to Donnie the Dawn fan. Go to Mamo. And we go for the Earthquake. Ice Crash. We miss. I kind of want to go for Earthquake predicting the Suicune this time. Because why wouldn't he, right? I can't believe I fucked that up. I can't believe I fucked that up. I can't believe I fucked that up. I lost this game because I fucked up. I mean, I should have brought Rotom Wash, but at the same time... Hey! Hey! What are you doing? I mean, Ganon is how I win. I need to be able to kill the Arrow, but I've kind of accepted at this point I lost. It comes down to if I misses a Stone Edge on Torn. So I could stay in an Earthquake. I think what I actually do is go into Infernape, and if he Calm Minds, I go for Close Combat. If he Scalds, I go in a Tempest. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair thing. He goes for Scald. Perfect. And then we go back into Torn. So Torn, right? Torn, what are you doing, buddy? Grass Knot is the obvious play. Hurricane. Do land it. Confusion? Nope. Scald, don't burn. Hurricane kills. I kind of want to predict the Rotom and go for knockoff, because that actually might give me a chance to win. And that's not a joke. Well, it is kind of. What do you think? If I go over Hurricane right here, I think he's just staying in, to be honest. He does. He goes on a Ditto, actually. Okay. We do land Hurricane. Confusion? No. And that's the game! Because this is a max speed Torn. We are not. Go for knockoff. He's going to kill us with knockoff right here. And, yeah. I'm pretty sad, honestly. I'm pretty sad. What? Doesn't matter. We take life over damage, and that's that. And that's that. So, there is the game. I can Ice Shard. But I'm going to go for Earthquake. He's just going over Asian. He's going to kill me. So, it's going to be a 4-0. It's going to be a 4-0 in my opponent's favor. Sorry for the flinch. 2 hours were there too. So, Haxie, game overall. GG. To be honest, I think the Hax was fairly in your favor, dude. The crit put my Infernape low to where I could never bring it in on Rotom, you know, stuff like that. The flinch would have killed Arrow. The flinch would have killed Arrow. Or sorry, the Gyro Ball would have killed Arrow, guaranteed. We know that. I got it. And that would have meant that he would have always had to go in a Rotom, which means I would have been able. I would have knocked it off ages ago. Which honestly, I think the flinch cost me the game. I think I would have won. Honestly, I really think I would have won if I didn't get flinched there, because Arrow was constantly a mon that could come back in, take Torn's hits, roost up, like which it did. But if he didn't have that there, he would have either gonna have to go into Dawn or the Rotom, and I would have that turn that he would have gone into Arrow that I knocked off. That would have been Rotom. And I don't know if Suicune would have swept me after that. You know, then, you know, it's up to speculation, but I think I lost because of the flinch. The 2 paras didn't matter. They didn't mean anything. Uxie didn't take more damage, but it didn't mean anything. I Shadow Balled over and over again. So I feel like I lost because of the flinch, which really makes me upset, because I feel like I could have won this game. I didn't make perfect plays all the time, but I feel like I made a lot of right plays. It's just I couldn't really get a grasp on... I couldn't get a grasp on this game. And I knew it was going to be a tough one. I expected a loss, don't get me wrong. But now after seeing what happened and how it went down, I think I could have won. And that makes me upset. Makes me sad. Maybe I shouldn't have brought Infernape, but I wanted the close combat power to be able to break down mons like Rotom, Bronzong, Donphan. Maybe I should have brought Mamoswine because, you know, that's this, but, you know, that's the game. It's the game we play. Milotic GG, he played very, very well. But in the end, I think it's just that the team was just so unevenly balanced. He had such a good advantage over me that there was really nothing I could have done. Despite the hacks, there's nothing I could have really done, except for make the right plays, which I was doing, and then I got flinched. And I'm upset about it. I really am. Because of me, our team is now 2 wins and 1 loss. I have no idea what Infinite or who Infinite is playing. We are now at a differential of 0. It's not the worst thing in the world. We still aren't doing bad by any means, but this loss does take our team quite a ways back. And that sucks. So that's going to be it for the Elysian Battle League Week 2. If you guys have enjoyed this battle and are as equally frustrated as me, show me some love. Hit the like button. We will be back next week. Actually, no, we won't be. I believe. Well, actually, I might be. Depends. We'll see what happens. If I'm not, though, I will have a replay or a discussion on the 2 battles that did go down between Infinite and Haunter when they played, or I will be playing. I don't know what's gonna happen. Because Infinite has played 2 weeks in a row now, so I don't know if he wants to sit back. Maybe Haunter should play both, you know. But that's gonna be it. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'm out. Later.